The Sentinel is known to be reliable, fearless, disciplined, consistent, courageous, motivated, and skillful.
So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances.
All these qualities start from the mind. Your mind can be your worst enemy or your most powerful weapon.
The world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft.
Is this the dagger?
Learn how to achieve greatness and tap into the Sentinel mindset.
Okay. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Blue Line Expo. We have a very special guest, and also, he is not just a guest, he is a beloved employee. We're talking here to Jasleen Singh. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Amazing. Now, I want to throw something out here.
I almost didn't recognize him without his red tie.
I know. Look, let me just say something first here. We preach all the time about what you need to do to stand out from the rest. And we got a lot of people here that, like I'm seeing within our organization, and many people that are trying to get an opportunity to get closer to their goals of getting into something in law enforcement, most likely policing. And then we have Jasleen, okay? And I really, honestly, maybe the episode is just called Jasleen, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say something here. What he did today, and we're going to share that, is the reason why I'm going to be throwing prophetic words in his life right now, and he is going to be successful in his career of policing, is because he did something today that, I mean, it's something that I probably would have done. I know, Mike, something that you would have done, and that is putting yourself in a position to stand out from the rest. So what exactly does that mean, standing out from the rest? That means that the majority of people that are wearing gray, you're wearing red, as an example. You're standing out from the rest. So what happened? Blue Line Expo has two components. They have their one, which is the police, fire, ambulance, security, and then they have another one that is dedicated more for the law enforcement crowd. Jasleen came to this today, and he came this with the intent to stand out. And so he did. Jasleen had an opportunity today to talk to the Chief of Police of Peel Regional. We're talking about Chief Nishan. And I mean, what I can tell you is this. We actually had a chance to speak with him as well, completely off topic. And what I can say about you, bro, is that the way you're thinking, the way you're talking, communicating, and the way you're presenting is one thing. But you said something that actually stuck with him, okay? And he basically said that the gentleman that I was speaking to was talking about serving and giving, and he says, we actually get paid to serve the community. And he said, this is what's profound about this. He said, I've never heard that before. Do you know how amazing that is? You created a tattoo imprint of what you did. Now, whether you're successful or not, okay?
Yes.
The bottom line is that you created an impression. And that's what I'm talking about, guys, about standing out from the rest, doing something against the norm. Mike, what do you think?
I want to know what Jasleen meant when he said that. What do you mean, like, we get paid to serve people? Like, what did you mean when you said that?
Well, Michael, to tell you guys a little bit about myself, my background. So I was born in a region of Punjab in India, and my background is that I'm Sikh, right? So from childhood, it's been taught to all the children, right, to serving the community. It's a big part of our like faith, or just the mentality of our people is like we have a word. It's called seva, right? So seva is basically serving people, serving community. So this seva was always inside me, right? The feeling of the seva. So even if you go to like Sikh temples, or you go to anywhere else, like even around the world, there's so much crisis happening, right? So I see my people, and I see that how they are like doing the seva, how they're serving the people. And I was always one of those people, not at that big scale, but like, let's just say in my village, I used to go to Gurdwara, that's a Sikh temple, right? I used to go to Gurdwara, and then I used to cook food there, serve people food there. And then my mom used to make food at home. So I go to the city and then feed homeless there, and then feed the street animals there. So I always been that guy that always wanted to serve the community, to help people around me, right? And so policing was always something that made sense to me. I'm like, okay, if I want to serve the community and I want to do it full time, I got to make sure that my family is protected. I'm getting paid too, right? Because it's not easy to live in this DNA age without getting paid, without the money. We all understand, right? It's expensive, the gas prices, the rents and everything.
To make a livelihood.
Yeah, to make a livelihood. So so that's why policing was always something that I wanted to do, because this gives me the opportunity to help serve and protect the community. At the same time, I'm getting paid. So that was the reason behind it.
Now, what's amazing is Jasleen, he was telling me earlier that he came to the country in 2018 as an international student.
Yes.
Okay. For and went to school for hospitality.
Yes.
So which is great. It refined you and kind of got ready, because hospitality at the core is service.
Yes.
It's learning the art of service.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think what amazes me about you, Jasleen, is not your height and your like incredible hair, because you got amazing hair. Okay. It's literally your focus. You have, Jimmy, see, brother?
He's very driven.
Yeah, you have laser focus, and it's like, you know what you're about. It's like a mission for you. Was there a moment where you found, like, sheepish, Netflix, sluggish, lazy you, and you said, okay, I need to change this? Or was there a moment where you just said, look, I can identify these things aren't helping me get to my goal. I know I want to do this. And give us an idea. How did you get to that point? Because some people spend their whole career trying to find the thing that they're going to be about, and they still don't know, right? We know it's not about age. It's nothing to do with age. It's just like, do you really know that your path? Do you have an idea where you really want to like pour yourself into?
Yes. So a few months ago, I was that guy, right? Watching Netflix. I was working for this company, right? Every morning I wake up, I feel like I'm stuck in the rut, right? Like every time, like I don't want to go to that job anymore, right? And then I come home, I play games, I watch Netflix and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes when I was like talking to my friends around me, and I tell them, like, you know what? I used to do this. I used to help people like that. I used to feed animals. And every time I used to say this word, used to. Why not anymore?
Oh,
right?
wow,
Used to.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, that hit me. I'm like, you know what? I'm just wasting my life. I'm 23 years old. I have my whole life ahead of me. And I'm just going to just do this my whole life. I was like, no, I just got to change myself. I'll like at that moment, that hit me, and I was kind of emotional about it at that time. And then I made my mind, okay, I'm going to be more disciplined. I'm going to go to gym, work out. I'm going to gather more knowledge about, how to become a police officer, because that was always in my mind. Coming new to this country, I used to think like, maybe it's not possible for me, because I used to think my English isn't good enough, or I used to think like, maybe I wasn't born here, or I didn't stay in Canada for long, so maybe I'm just not the perfect fit to become a police officer in Canada. But that all changed once I started getting into it, once I started researching and everything. And then I realized, the skills I have, it's actually going to be a big asset to any police agency in here. Like, I can speak 4 languages, right? I'm
amazing.
Yeah. So I'm fit. I work out all the time. And then my passion to serve community, it's another thing. So I was like, okay, if it's English, no worries. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to take classes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even like right now, I'm like, what else can I do to...
And you do extensive volunteer work, don't you?
Yes, I do. So I do volunteer at a long-term care. I volunteer at with the paramedics of Peel. I'm a community responder. And I also volunteer with the Peel Crime Stoppers. So yeah, like you have to do volunteer work, because it's part of this job, right? Even for the police officers, because I met a police officer. He's also a community responder, right? He has his job. It's not like because some people do it. So some people do just volunteer work, so they can just get into policing, just to show that, what, I did this much volunteer work. Okay, I want to get into policing, and then they forget about it. But I met this police officer, and I was talking to him, and he was like, I never left volunteering, even though I've been a police officer for almost 20 years now. So I was amazed by him, and I was
That's
like, this is something I want to do too.
Well, I'll say this. For those of you that are listening right now, I want you to hear the words of what Jasleen is saying. I want you to also really pay attention, maybe rewind this, of what he did today. And I want you to look at him as a big threat to you if you're getting into policing and you're not really doing anything that he's doing. Honestly, I'm saying it because to me, what Jasleen signifies is a very motivated, driven individual, which I have to say this. This is the rarity.
Yes.
Because a lot of times society is thinking they're going to be handed to them. We're in a competitive market right now. And if you don't do anything to stand out from the rest, say goodbye. I'm literally telling you truth right now. Say goodbye to that. You can't just say, I want to do this. If you don't put the action behind it, if you don't do anything to give you the edge, you're going to be taken out by a guy like Jasleen, okay? And I'm telling you guys, just the way that he's rolling, the way that he's moving, people can see in others when they have that secret sauce, the X factor. People can see that. And I can tell you that there's been some other law enforcement individuals here that has directly looked at Jasleen's experience today and said, you know what, this guy, he has something special. You're on the right track, man. And I can tell you this right now, whatever I'm saying to Jasleen right now is not going to blow his head up and have this ego, because he's so humble in how he's looking at things. Maybe it's because where you came from. Maybe because this North American lifestyle where everything is kind of served to you on a platter, where back home it's a very different experience. Maybe that's what it is. But to me, I think you're on that right track, and I think you got to keep on pushing. And I think you could also be an inspiration to so many people in how you're moving. And they may say, Mike, I'm going to level up. I'm going to level up my journey.
Let me ask, is inspiring others a motivator for you? And
Actually, this is one of the biggest motivation I have, because like I said, I came as an international student, right? So I've been to that phase of becoming a new immigrant, becoming a new international student. Every year we get thousands of international students, especially in this part of Canada. And I was one of them, right? And so what happened is, like, after I finished my study, right? Now it's time for the job. And even when I call back home, I talk to my uncles. You know, they say, because they have that stereotypical thinking, like everybody has a stereotype about the international students or the immigrants that come to Canada. And I was talking to my uncle. He's like, you haven't started driving truck yet? I was like, what? Because most of us, we do that, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I told my uncle, because this is not my passion. I'm not doing it because that's not my passion. So the thing is, there are a lot of new immigrants or students that they are stuck with those stereotypical jobs because they think, like, maybe, you know, this is easiest way to make money
that's all that's possible or available, right? Yeah.
And I have a friend who's actually a trucker, and I was talking to him, and he always like complaining about his job, like how tired he is always, although like how bored he is driving trucks. Like, I'm not saying this job is bad. This job is good for the people who actually want to do this, who are passionate about it. But he wasn't passionate about it, and he just did it because, you know, everybody was doing it, you know?
So, Justin, let me ask you this.
That's so good, yeah.
Yeah, because you're throwing a lot of nuggets here. You work with a lot of people. Now, as we said earlier, Jasleen, he works with other sentinels, okay? Because he is a sentinel. Jasleen, what advice would you give to your fellow coworker listening to this right now, how they should be navigating their day-to-day employment with Sentinel, in the sense of like how they should be navigating how they conduct themselves in a professional manner, or in a way just to get themselves closer to their goals? Because many of them want to get into policing just like you.
Yes. So I would say, like, I just give you a quick example, right? Yesterday, I finished my work at 5:15. So I was in Toronto. I live in Mississauga. So going home, there was traffic. I went home around 7:15. It took me about 2 hours to get home. I changed, and then I went to gym for a workout, right? And after I came from gym around 10 o'clock, after that I had to eat. And my sister came from work at the same time. She's like, you know what? Let's cook okra today, right? She wanted to eat. She was
I love okra.
Yeah, she was in a mood of okra. I was like, you know what? Okay, let's cook okra, right? We started cooking, and it was around 1 o'clock that we finished cooking, and then we ate. And
1 in the morning.
Yeah, 1 in the morning. And after that, so I had to shower and stuff, get fresh, right? And after that, I slept around 2 o'clock. And in the morning, because I knew I'm coming here and I gotta be here early because you gotta make a good impression, right? So I woke up around 6:30, 7 o'clock, right? A little bit of sleep, and I came here before time. I was here 30 minutes earlier. And
just stop. He came in 30 minutes early to an expo that has no expectation of anyone coming in.
It's just because I'm driven towards this goal, right? So it always motivates me, like, because I want to do it. So even now, after this, I gotta go to work. So I have my bag here. I'm already wearing my black pants, black shoes, black socks. I have a red tie in my bag. I'm already wearing a white shirt, and then I have my coat in my car. So I think it's about, not missing the opportunities. That's my advice. Whenever you see opportunity, right? I actually sent this link to a lot of my fellow co-workers, right? That, okay, this Blue Line Expo is going on. I think the ones that want to become a police officer, I told them, we should all go there. It's going to be a great opportunity. And to be honest, like, it was one of the biggest day of my life because I met Chief Nishan.
Yes.
Right? And I'm so honored. Like, if I was one of them, or like if I was somebody who like didn't come here because I slept late, right? I can't wake up early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I would have missed that chance.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
million
So
reasons
amazing.
to not come on a
Yes.
Friday
Yeah.
morning,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He actually said something. He says, I don't want to miss an opportunity. You created your opportunity.
Yeah.
And that to me is the biggest takeaway for me, is that you created this. And if it wasn't for, as you said, your drive, I'm thinking the whole time you're coming back from work and you're going to the gym. I can tell you on most days I'm so tired after work. So again, mindset. Then you cooked until 1 a.m. and woke up at 2. I by that point for myself, Mike, I'm 5 hours into my sleep. So to me, I'm waking up a couple of hours later. So again, I want people to hear this, because what you did and what you demonstrated is an example of how you have a life of opportunities that are going to come to fruition because of your mindset.
Yeah, you're taking nothing for granted. That's the thing. You're not sitting on folded hands, as they say, and just being really casual. You're being really purposeful.
Exactly.
And I think, to the point where, we were amazed. The chief took a photo of your credential,
Yes.
so he would know your name and to speak to his recruitment team.
Yes.
And we
Powerful.
can't fill in the blank of what he's going to say. It's probably going to be some really great things about who you were as an individual, because there's not many people in your position that were here today,
No.
right? I
No.
mean, is that true?
Yeah, I can tell you right now, to your point, Mike, that the majority of people that we've been seeing here are like maybe companies or people that are like maybe exhibitors, but there's not many people representing the security industry right now here.
Yes.
Not a lot. So the fact that you were able to do that, kudos to you, man.
Yeah. All right. I mean, we expect maybe a lot more next year, right?
Well, look, I want to thank everyone today. Thank you for your time, Officer Singh. I called you officer because I'm prophesizing in your life right now. And again, nothing for us as an organization loves to see this kind of stuff happening. So thank you, buddy. Thank you for everything that you do, man. I'm really looking forward to your future.
Thank you so much, guys. And just another thing that I just want to add on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, since I started working for this company, right, Sentinel Security Plus, like, I've experienced so many things. I have so much to talk about just working for this company. And I don't know if somebody who's saying that is planning to join this company and thinking about it. Well, buddy, you just get on. You know what? There's so many opportunities, so many experience that are waiting for you, right? There are like you because we work different venues, different concerts, parties and stuff, right? So there's always something different that you're gonna experience, and it's gonna take you a way ahead, right? In these few months that I worked for you guys, I have so many stories to tell. So many stories.
Amazing. I mean, with those stories, you learn a lot about yourself.
Yes.
Right? You think, I'm going to be cool in this, but you're not cool in that situation. Right? You think, this is going to work out, and it doesn't work out. Right? You think, I have the answer, and then your colleague has a better answer and has a better solution. I mean, we want to just applaud you. Stay humble. Keep working incredibly hard. Those are two things we value huge within our company, and I think there's other people like these police agencies that value that as well too.
That's
right?
it, man.
Yeah,
That's it. Well, thank you so much. We're actually going to go enjoy some of Jasleen's okra right now. So
Let's go.
let's
bust
go.
it out.
All right, guys, have a good one.
All right.
Take care. Peace.
Okay.
The Sentinel Mindset.
All right, we're going to jump right in, guys. We are at the Blue Line Expo.
Yes.
Okay, and we have a familiar guest who is also exhibiting here. We got TNT Consulting in the house with my man Theo.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Amazing.
We're good. Hey, you might have to get on the mic
Get a
right
little
in
bit
front.
closer.
And stay in front of camera.
Now, this
You
is
good?
our first time at the Blue Line Expo. Theo, how about you guys? Have you guys been here before?
Same thing. First time.
First time?
Yeah.
Okay, and what the Blue Line Expo, guys, for those listening, it's a forum where and law enforcement enthusiasts can come down and just get more information. We also have a lot of people that are coming down getting more information, like maybe that want to get into policing or special constable or EMS, or maybe buy like a tactical gear or whatever you want to get here.
That's right.
Theo, now people are stopping by your booth, and we're also getting a lot of people that are looking at careers in law enforcement.
That's right.
What are some kind of questions that are coming to you or some advice that you're giving out to people so they can kind of, if they want to come down here,
Yeah.
get that same experience.
Definitely great question. And we already had a few applicants come up to the booth and start asking about the OECP certificate and the police hiring process. And it's always the same thing for us. You're here, which is great. Connect with people. You want to network. You want to get an understanding as to what's going on in the career. We do have some police constables here. We do have some chiefs here as well. We have, there's TTC special constables, Toronto Community Housing special constables. But just by being here, you're seeking information and you're trying to get an understanding as to where you can go and what are some of the things that you can understand when getting into the hiring process. So it's great that you're here. While you're here, network, meet people, talk to people, communicate. I'm here, come and talk to me if you're interested, and we can talk about police hiring all day, and we're always happy to.
Can you give a practical tip? So networking, okay?
Yes.
It's this blanket statement.
Yeah.
There's many different ways to do it, okay? So give an idea. What's an appropriate way to network in this type of space? I mean, and like, how would it look favorably? Imagine I'm a young man, young lady in the city, and I'm thinking I'm going to get into law enforcement. You come here.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, look professional.
That's right.
Look the part. Present your best. But any other just basic practical tips, man? And I mean, beyond brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you want to. I think you hit it right on the nose. Be presentable. Look professional. Look the part. Same thing when you're going for your interviews. You want to make sure you're well dressed. You're looking clean. You're looking tidy. You're presenting yourself to people. And this is the first time you're meeting a number of people. So you want to be presentable. Second part is be genuine. Right? Everybody's here. Everybody here is friendly. Everybody here wants to talk to you. Everybody here wants to, get an understanding of who the people are, who the participants are, who's coming to visit. Be genuine. Be kind. Be friendly. Have a good time, and things will work out naturally.
That's good. I mean, really what you're saying is do everything to stand out from the rest.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people here, right? And really, I'm seeing here for the first time, and I'm going to speak in faith here because I saw Chief Nishan, Chief of Police for Pure Regional, and I just went right up to him directly with confidence, knowing who he is, and I said, "Come to our booth. We want to have you on our show." Now the thing is, I say this because I think for anyone listening, whenever you're trying to get someone to pay attention to you, you can't be in the midst of the crowd. You got to pop up, right? It's like you can't be like Waldo. And remember the Where's Waldo, where you just try to find him and he's blending in. You need to pop out, right?
Yes. Yeah. Do everything you can to stand out.
Amazing.
That's right.
Amazing.
Yeah, right
Theo,
on.
look, thank you so much. These are little mini sessions, but I think what you did right now is give some good exposure of some great tips of how to stand out, and I thank you for that.
Yes. Still, thank you for having me on.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, sounds
Thank you,
good.
buddy.
Awesome.
All right.
This podcast is brought to you by Executive Protection Lifestyle Canada. Make sure to drop by next week and don't forget to subscribe.